Welcome, everybody, to the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina. I'm Graham Tuck, the voice of Panther hockey, here on the High Point University Hockey YouTube channel, bringing you the 6th of 9 games here in Hillsborough, North Carolina, the third and final game of the day. And it's between two 0-1 teams on the season, the Panthers of High Point and the Big Red of Denison. We'll recap the two games yesterday very quickly. High Point suffered an 8-2 defeat at the hands of the Lewis Flyers, who just suffered a defeat to Elon. 4-3 was the final of that game. The two goal scorers for High Point last night were Christian Kuntz and Tim Fleury. Michael Ohlweiler, the freshman, got the start between the pipes. For the Panthers tonight, it'll be junior Eric Smith. And we talked about him with Coach Don Starcher of the High Point University Panthers in an interview just a few moments ago. Take a look. Hey everyone, I'm Graham Tuck, the voice of Panther hockey on the High Point Hockey YouTube channel. I'm here with head coach Don Starcher. And Coach Starcher, what do you want to see out of your team tonight? It's a new day of hockey. We've seen a lot of different things today. A lot of teams playing better than they did last night. Panthers are hopefully going to be no different. What are you expecting to see out of your team tonight as opposed to what we saw last night?
Well, I hope that we can cut down on our turnovers and we play with a little more speed, maybe more physicality than we did yesterday. My main focus for us is to kind of improve over the entire weekend as you go.
I think that's the goal for a lot of teams and all of these coaches. The same thing was said by Coach Peckman of Elon and Coach Savage of East Texas Baptist. They just wanted to see improvement with their programs. Eric Smith in the net tonight. It's going to be a big change from Ohlweiler, the freshman, who looked not bad for the vast majority of the game yesterday. Good things in their first college start for sure. What do you want to see out of Smith in between the pipes?
Well, Eric brings us a lot of experience. This is his third year with us. I would venture to say probably his 16th to 18th start. So I think he's going to bring a little stability in the back end that where yesterday Michael might have been a little more jittery than Eric. Eric also had 3 days to prep for this mentally. So I think that he'll show that his experience and we'll be all right.
And you saw Denison last night. They took a beating against Chapel Hill. 6-2 was the final there. What do you think is the biggest adjustment that your team needs to make for these guys specifically going into tonight's contest?
They were much more physical than our opponent last night. I expect them to be the same again tonight. So we're going to have to play with speed and with our heads up. Going to have to get rid of the puck a little faster, especially if you know the hit's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of luck tonight, Coach Starcher.
Thank you very much, Graham.
And take a look there at the American flag on a very important day to a lot of people around this country, myself included. The 20th anniversary of the attacks on September 11th, 2001. And the referees have taken the ice here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We'll do the national anthem very quickly once the teams get onto the ice. And then after that, we will do the same as we have in the first two games today and take a moment of silence in remembrance of all of those who gave their lives on this day 20 years ago. And the Denison Big Red are taking the ice. The High Point Panthers not far behind them. Denison wearing red tops, black shorts, and red socks. The Panthers will be wearing white, black shorts, and black socks. And there they are. The Panthers taking the ice. We'll take a look in just a moment at the other end of the ice. Yesterday, all of the letter wearers were in the starting lineup, 3 of them on the forwards. The 3 assistant captains were the starting forwards. It was Tyler Calkins, Paxton Knupp, and Rob Cazzola. Sean Egan, the captain, was one of the starting defensemen, so that rounds out the 4 letter wearers. And number 44, Jack Olson, a transfer sophomore, was the other starting defenseman. He is not active for the game tonight. We have not been given the starting lineups for either team, but as we take the line for the national anthem, we'll take a look at them in just a moment. And we're not 100% sure exactly what line will be the starters, but We'll take a brief pause for the national anthem, the aforementioned moment of silence, and bring you the first period of action here from the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We are ready to go here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We saw the starters there in that shot as they lined up for the national anthem. There's Eric Smith in between the pipes. The starters, Paxton Knupp set to take the draw. The wingers beside him, the freshman Hunter Arsenault, along with Rob Cazzola, one of the assistant captains. Sean Egan and freshman Camden Husey, the two defensemen. Set to take the draw for Denison is the captain, Joey Holman, the senior, 5'11", 190. The two defensemen, Martin Lempia and Logan Anderson. And the wingers look to be Trevor Seitz and Noah DiFilippo. In the pipes is Colson Stutz. And we've got some kind of delay as we work out something at the scorer's table. We're figuring things out. Seems like we're ready to go now. And we're underway here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. Panthers win the draw. Egan looked up for Cazzola but couldn't find him. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Arsenault will come away with it. Promptly turn it over to Joey Holman. A big hit put on by Arsenault. And now moving the other way, it's Cazzola. He's all alone. Cazzola, the shot, it goes high. Quick offensive zone pressure for the Panthers. Fought for along the boards. A shot from the point from Egan is a blocker save. First shot on goal of the day for High Point. Shot blocked. Camden Husey taking his first shot. Nutt picks up the loose puck. Deflected in front. Cazzola, it goes just wide. Puck loose behind the net. Egan picks it up at the point. Bouncing puck into the slot. Arsenault takes a hit, a stick to the mask, and it rolls towards the goal line, towards the blue paint. Colson Stutz looking good early on. That one will go all the way down, and icing is called as Husey and Egan win the race. So Denison will not be allowed to change, and it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Panthers, man. They've got some fire in them. After what we saw yesterday, it was not a good showing for the boys in white and purple. And it looks like we're going to see a little bit of a line combination switch. The DR square line is no more. It's Dakota Johnson and Ryan Henry, two parts of it. And Ryan Bruin has been subbed out for Sean Kelly. Face-off won by the Big Red. And Kelly, the freshman, puts a big hit on a man in the corner. And that'll draw some stick taps from the bench. Kelly comes away with the puck. Far side, shot on, and it's blocked before it could get there. Kelly strips his man of the puck and keeps it in the zone. Good forecheck from the Panthers. Nothing new there. Johnson behind the net. Looking for Henry, can't find him. Egan keeps it in at the point, but quickly turns it over. Big Red the other way. It's Seitz. Offensive zone turnover, and Ryan Henry with the puck now. He loses it, and a man blows a tire. Podesta couldn't keep his footing. Husey. Henry. Looking for Kelly. It bounces behind the net to Husey. Back for Henry in the far side corner. Now the Big Red will have the puck in the neutral zone. It's Salerno. Tim Fleury couldn't get a stick to it. Nick Fallon giving chase. Fleury almost had a breakaway the other way, but couldn't capitalize on it. The Big Red come away with it in the offensive zone. Podesta behind the net. Around the boards, looking for Salerno. The Panthers come away with it now, and it's dumped into the neutral zone where Janu will jump up and grab it. One of the two captains for the Big Red, a team that you don't see it very often, but it does happen. They opted for two captains rather than one captain and three assistants. There you see the mask of Eric Smith, the custom HPU. And if you see it, the purple vertical stripes read down Roman numerals for 1924, which is the year in which High Point University was founded. Pageant, quick pass to Kennedy, who brings it into the zone. Kennedy still with it, and a pad save by Stutz. Might have got a blocker to it. Pageant behind his back looking for Kennedy. Kennedy gets hit from behind into the corner. Escala. No, that's Macheska looking for Pageant. Panthers offense has been clicking so far. A turnover in the neutral zone. High Point comes away with it. Pageant. Puck on his stick behind the net. Leaves it for Kennedy, but winning the race instead is Yavari. Pass up now for a teammate whose number is not in the program. Moving the other way, the Panthers with numbers. It's Pageant and Kennedy. Kennedy can't get the puck on his tape, and he'll have to give chase. 16:30 left to go here in the first period. Panthers have dominated offensive zone possession so far. Eric Smith hasn't been tested. It's Cazzola with the puck now on the defensive end. And a turnover, and luckily for the Panthers, Salerno couldn't keep it on his tape. It's Nupp the other way. He's got the freshman Arsenault on the other side. Hunter Arsenault giving chase in the corner. He'll put a hit on a man. Cazzola. Back to Cazzola from Egan. Now it's Kondraki looking for Nupp. He couldn't come away with it, and now it's the Big Red the other way. Slapper from the point is a pad save from Smith. A defensive zone turnover. Puck still loose in the slot. And finally clearing trouble is Kondraki. He gets it to Cazzola. Across the red line, now the blue. Top of the circles. Leaves it for Arsenault. Backhanded pass. Looking for a defenseman, and now the other way. It's a breakaway for the Big Red. It's DiFilippo moving it on Smith, and a chest save. Good stop from Smith to get himself comfortable in the crease early in this one. First big test for number one in between the pipes. Smith started the season as the number one goaltender this past year. Had a little bit of a shaky start in 2 games against Tennessee and was replaced by Sean Moreau. Moreau went as the number one goaltender the rest of the way. That spot is up for grabs right now. And it is mainly between 3 guys. Eric Smith, Sean Moreau, and Michael Ohlweiler. Also 2 other goaltenders on the roster, Ian Temkin and Jimmy Gallagher. 2 freshmen. The other way, Panthers have it. Ryan Henry giving chase, but he can't get it. Salerno wins the race, the freshman defenseman. Sean Kelly had the puck but lost it. Henry taps down a loose puck and gets it into the offensive end. Panthers do not have numbers. Kelly bodies a man on the boards. Leaves it for Husey in the defensive end. Looking for Egan. Johnson had it on his stick but couldn't collect it. And now moving the other way with it is Goldman. Shot on, and it goes just through the crease. Smith was down and out, and a stick saved by Smith. Ryan Henry, backhanded pass. It was a good look, but a hit put on by Kelly. That's a great hit from the freshman. Egan looks for a man in the neutral zone ahead, but nobody was there. Husey tries to body a man, but can't. Fancy step from Janou, but it doesn't work out. Off the backboards. Possession being battled for on the end boards, and it's Fleury who comes away with it. He's got speed across the red line, blue line. Dances around one man, sticks cancel. A shot on, and it hits the post. Looked like it was going to be an easy pad save, but it found iron somehow. Stays out, though, and we're still scoreless with 14 minutes left to go here in the first. Fleury giving chase, and a hit put on, and that's going to be a penalty for Tim Fleury. It was definitely a hit from behind. It just remains to be seen whether this will be 2 minutes or 5. Should be boarding on Tim Fleury, one of the 2 goal scorers from last night. And the Panthers are going to be on the penalty kill as Denison goes to the power play. So we'll see what the first penalty kill unit looks like for the Panthers tonight. It appears it'll be Tyler Calkins, Christian Kuntz, Paxton Knupp, and Hunter Arsenault. There you get a look at Christian Kuntz. Scored the first goal of the Panthers season last night. Brought them within 1. It made the score 2-1 with his family in attendance. The Clare, Michigan native. Big Red win the draw and keep it in the zone. But now the Panthers the other way. Good pass looking for Knupp. That was a great pass from Tyler Calkins. And the Panthers are off sides as Arsenault was a little bit too eager. But they killed off the first 10 seconds of the power play, so that's something. And at the offsides, this draw will be in the neutral zone. The Panther penalty kill did not look good last night at all. In fact, there were 3 separate occasions where the Flyers scored a power play goal within the first 15 seconds of the power play. Big Red set to break out on the power play. Drop pass left for Holman. One of 2 captains. Makes a man miss, and the shot goes wide from DiFilippo. A big hit put on again, and that's another penalty. We're about to have a 5-on-3. And that's going to be a roughing call. No boarding, excuse me. And we'll see who is going to the box. It's Hunter Arsenault. So this is going to be a long 5-on-3 with 13 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first period. Tim Fleury and Hunter Arsenault in the box. Draw won by the Big Red. Behind the net. Looking for a passing lane, it's not there. Calkins giving chase. At the point, it's Salerno. Cross-ice pass. A pad save by Smith, and the puck will leak out into the neutral zone. The Big Red, will have to reset. Good save by Smith on that first shot of the power play. Minute 5 left in the 5-on-3. Moving in is Janou. Janou in the corner. Back to the point, looking for Goldman. Janou. Shot on, and it's a blocker save from Smith. He'll cover. Stick taps from the high point bench for Eric Smith, who has looked very solid at the start of this game. You can tell he's playing like a job is on the line. High Point opens their season after the showcase right back here in Hillsborough against the University of North Carolina. That'll be next Saturday at 5:15. Panthers clear the zone. That's one of 2 games next weekend, the second of which will be against Wake Forest at 10:30 a.m. next Sunday. At the high point, it's Anderson to the shot, and they score. Looked like it was deflected in front, and the Big Reds score on the 5-on-3. It's a 1-0 hockey game here in the first. It looked like the goal scorer was Noah DiFilippo. Who, funnily enough, is from the same town in New York as Michael Ohlweiler, who started yesterday, Aurora, New York. .45 seconds left in the man advantage for the Big Red, and they're trying to make sure that they can get an insurance goal here to pad their lead. Turned over on a stretch pass attempt, and the Panthers will ice it. Behind the goal line, Pageant forechecking hard on the penalty kill. DiMantova blows a tire at the blue line as the stretch pass was looking for him, and with 22 seconds left, Pageant and Kelly still forechecking hard on the penalty kill. This is something that cost the Panthers multiple times this past season, and the Panthers will draw a penalty at Sean McDonald, who hits the ice. And one of the Big Red is going to go to the box. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and then the Panthers will have a chance to go on the power play for their first time. So the Big Red officially 1 for 2 on the power play. It's an interference call on Jake DiMantova. 11:31 left to go here in the first. Panthers down 1-0. Offensive zone draw for the first time in a couple of minutes. It's McDonald, Kondraki, Johnson, and Henry, the 4 out there right now for High Point. Face-off 1, McDonald, shot on it, goes wide. A stick tap from Stutz will put the puck back behind the goal line. Moving the other way with it is Justin Rink. Flipped up into the offensive end, and the penalty expires for High Point. They're on the power play. Behind the High Point net. With possession, the Big Red. In front, Smith with a save, a whistle blows, and he covers. And we'll have a defensive zone draw for High Point. Wraparound attempt didn't work for the Big Red, and there's a minute 39 left to go in the inaugural power play of the night for the Panthers. There you see Ryan Henry alongside newcomer Nicholas Fallon, who looked really good in his first action last night. Turnover, and the Panthers with numbers. Moving the other way, it's Henry. He's got Fallon. Fallon to the slot, and looking for Johnson on the back pass. Nobody there. Egan, slapper from the point, it goes wide. Looking for a deflection from Fallon. Calkins, looking for Henry. Far side boards along the corner. High Point to Calkins. Now Egan. Egan a shot, and it's an easy glove save with no traffic in front for Stutz. Minute 13 left to go in the power play. 10:44 left in the first. High Point starts their season off with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 10 straight games against D2 teams before they finally play their first D3 matchup. And it will come on October 23rd against East Carolina University. In between now and then, they'll play Denison, East Texas Baptist tomorrow as the Panthers move into the zone. Henry behind the goal line, takes a hit along the boards and turns it over. Now Fallon with Gazzola, gets a deflection on the shot, and it doesn't meet the net. Henry able to keep it in, looking for Calkins. Someone in the slot, pass deflected, and it goes just wide of the goal crease. Calkins, backhanded pass, looking for Egan at the point. Calkins lifts a stick, and the puck will stay in the offensive zone for the time being. Now it trickles out to the neutral zone. On the docket between now and October 23rd for High Point, at various times, East Texas Baptist, North Carolina, Wake Forest, as Smith makes a big save and gets some stick taps. Wake Forest, North Carolina again, Virginia Tech, Duke, UNC Charlotte, and Elon. Fallon moving into the zone, and Cazzola couldn't get back on sides. He was held up by Drew Morgan, the first-year defenseman from Winnetka, Illinois. Macheska set to take the draw in the neutral zone. Pageant told to back up, and it's won by the Big Red. With it now is Yavari. Turned over, though, and bringing it into the zone is Pageant. 9:19 left to go here in the first. Possession lost, but a good check from Kondraki will change that briefly as Rink moves with it the other way. A stretch pass was looking for a whip at the other end, but couldn't find him. .856 left to go in the first frame. The forwards out there now for High Point are Fleury, Escala, and Fallon, with Egan and Husey the defensemen. Puck behind the cage of Colson Stutz. Egan at the point, shot through, deflected, a good pad save by Stutz, and it goes out to the neutral zone as the Big Red take possession. Moving the other way, Denison. A great pass deflection from High Point, and now back the other way. Good stick check from Denison will slow them up, but not for long. Egan at the blue line. Drop pass, good stick there from Seitz. Panthers are off sides, they have to touch up. 1-0 contest here in the first period. Came on a power play goal for Denison, part of a 5-on-3. Moving the other way with it now is Seitz. The goal was scored by Noah DiFilippo, and DiFilippo is now off sides with 8 minutes even left to go here in the first. There you get a good look at Hunter Arsenault, one of the sharp freshmen on this roster. Neutral zone draw, won by the Big Red. Panthers have not dominated in the face-off circle tonight, to say the least. But yet they're only behind by one. Arsenault giving chase, tries to dance around a man, but loses the puck instead. Big hit put on by Paxton Knupp. Teammates on the bench are going to like that one. There's a blocker save from Eric Smith on a slap shot from the point. Now moving with it is Cazzola. Tries to make a step the other way, can't. And it'll be Stutz who plays it from the blue paint. Chip pass off the glass is a turnover, and Calkins will grab it. Cazzola takes a hit from behind. That's going to draw a penalty. It's a cross check to Logan Anderson, and while Cazzola might have sold it a little bit, it's going to result in a power play for the Panthers. So we'll get another look at this High Point power play. 0 for 1 on the night. Henry Kelly, Fallon, Johnson, and McDonald. Johnson back for Henry. Little pitch and catch. Over for McDonald now. Johnson, slapper from the point, ramps up off of a stick and out of play. And 7:11 left to go in the first. The Panthers will have another offensive zone draw. Face-off, won by the Big Red, but quickly turned over. Fallon in the slot, pass over, and he scores! Ryan Henry with his first goal of the year, and we're all evened up. How do you like that? Good look right there for number 1, Aiden White. And the Panthers are on the board And that was a big power play goal with 7:01 left to go in the first. And that was a great helper from Fallon, too. Had the puck all alone in the slot. The drop pass for Henry, who had a wide open look. And he beat Stutz high. Henry has a breakaway the other way now. Henry passes over a good block on the pass by Janou, the captain. And those two collide along the boards, and we'll go the other way with it now. In the slot, a great shot from Goldman. Puck still loose. Smith made the save, though. Henry picks it up. Backhanded pass looking for Johnson, but it's too far out of his reach. He'll finally catch up to it and chip it further into the neutral zone, where the Big Red will recover. It's Goldman. Puts it not quite on goal. Smith will let it go wide. Panthers look to move up. It's Pageant. His pass is deflected, though, and moving the other way. It's the Big Red, a shot and a save. Eric Smith has looked phenomenal so far. Last year, some called him the Purple Superman because he came up in some big moments when the team needed him most, namely in the contest against Liberty in the first round of the ACCHL tournament. Defensive zone draw won by the Panthers. Big hit by Logan Kennedy. Delivered on the far side boards. And now Pageant moving the other way. He'll take a shot on sides of the Panthers, and Kennedy another blow. Loose puck on the goal line. Pageant put it towards the crease, but it doesn't quite find the blocker of Carson Stutz. Kennedy throwing the body like crazy, and we're going to have a penalty and some extracurriculars with Ryan Macheska. And you got to be careful here. You have a power play. Can't let it go to waste, and Macheska's going to throw some hands with Stutz, the goaltender. Well, can you tell which team has the most energy right now? Pageant looks like he's being escorted back to at least the bench, possibly the box. Remains to be seen whether Macheska will be heading to the penalty box or the locker room. We're going to have a conference here. It appears that he's just going to the penalty box for the time being. So this should be a 4-on-4. But the question is, did Macheska do enough to warrant a 5-minute major that will turn into a 3-minute major power play once this 4-on-4 concludes? There's 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the period. So that means that at most, Macheska could have gotten a 5-minute penalty. He did not get a 10-minute misconduct. That we do know. The referee's conferring at the scorers table. Both teams have been flying around in the early stages of this game. Still conferring at the scores table. There you see Christian Kuntz and Eric Smith with team president Bozek in the background. Good to see you, Alex. Still conferring are the captains and the officials. Now we hear some shouting from the bench. Macheska is the only individual in the box for either side at this point in time, which did not appear to be the case originally, and now the door is open for the Denison penalty box. Couldn't quite tell what the call was or who it was on. There is 5 minutes up on the board. I believe it's been assigned to Macheska. So this will, in fact, be a 4-on-4 followed by a 3-minute major power play for the Denison Big Red. That is, of course, barring another penalty added to either side between now and then. All of this comes with 5:28 left, and somebody for Denison has been escorted off the ice, gets Justin Rink. So maybe this will be the other way around. This could potentially be a 3-minute major power play for High Point. We'll figure it out eventually, but all I know right now is that there is absolutely a 4-on-4 stretch for 2 minutes. And due to the fact that Justin Rink has been escorted to the locker room, I think it'll be a major power play for 3 minutes for High Point following this stretch of 2 minutes. Cazzola in the slot, a pad save from Stutz. Oh man, he was tested there. Slot to slot pass. Looking for Nutt, but can't find him. Pad save by Smith, not a difficult one. Nutt in the corner. Loses it, but Calkins regains. Taken by DiFilippo. Point-to-point pass for Anderson. Pad save by Smith. 1 minute, 22 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Cazzola comes away with the puck. The Panthers look to break out. Kuntz behind him. Cazzola beside him. Calkins. And Calkins takes it now. Top of the circles. Makes a spin move. Between the legs of his defender, that's Demantova. Now it's taken by Lempia. The boards goes the dump. Stutz plays it. 55 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Cazzola forechecking along with Arsenault, who knocks it loose. Arsenault puts a check on. Moving the other way with it is Demantova. Demantova across the blue line on sides. Demantova drops it back for Anderson. Fakes a slapper, and now moving the other way with it is Cazzola. He's got Arsenault with him. Cazzola. Pass deflected. Cazzola ties a stick up. Moves around one man. Sticks cancel, and now Denison moves the other way, but Calkins gains possession in the neutral zone. Kuntz can't settle the puck, and 18 seconds left in this 4-on-4 span. And Macheska set to come out as soon as it's over, and it'll be a power play for the Panthers. A major one at that. Near side corner, Egan picks it up. 4 seconds, 3, 2, and 1, and the Panthers set up the major power play. 3 minutes on the power play, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the period. Neutral zone turnover, Egan regains possession though. In the neutral zone, possession is lost and regained for the Big Red by Janou. Off the inboards, Husey. Johnson blows a tire. Puck is loose. It's picked up by Husey. Bouncing puck settled by Kelly, but only for a moment. Now it's put back into the other end by Denison. Nearly a minute gone in the power play for High Point, and they haven't even crossed the opposing blue line. Okay, now moving with it is Ryan Henry. They finally gained that mark. Pass from Henry for Calkins. Calkins, high slot, pad save by Stutz. Opposite corner. Hit put on by McDonald. Kelly looking for Henry. Henry takes a shot. Kelly moves around a man, and he'll take a shot too. Johnson at the high point. No pun intended. Moving for Kelly in the slot. It's loose, and a big save from Stutz. 2 minutes left in the period, a minute and a half left on the power play. Fallon snuck in behind and nearly knocked the puck free. Janou had fallen asleep. Nupp moving up with it now. Fallon cherry picking at the blue line. Lempia. Off the glass, down towards Smith's crease. A minute left to go in the power play. Fallon, far side boards. Fallon moving with it now on the near side. Crosses the blue line. Fallon makes a move around a man, a shot, and it goes just wide. Good blocker, save from Stutz. That was one heck of a move from Nicholas Fallon. Paxton Nupp. Now Calkins. Back for Nupp. Shot through and a save made by Stutz. A minute left in the period now. 33 seconds left on the power play. Calkins loses it. Keeps it in the zone, though. Calkins setting up. Looks for Logan Kennedy. Kennedy has shot through. The rebound's there, but unable to collect it was Cazzola. That was a prime opportunity, the best so far on the power play. Logan Kennedy fighting for possession on the boards. Arm is up, and Kennedy will touch it. And just like that, the power play's over, and we've got another hit after the play. And Nicholas Fallon's going to have to be held back, and this might be 2 penalties against High Point at this rate. Yep, Fallon's going to go to the box too, along with Logan Kennedy. And what was once a 5-on-4 major power play is now going to be, I believe, a 4-on-3 power play for Denison. There are at least 2 minutes up on the board. Against High Point. Fallon is the only man in the penalty box right now. So no extracurricular penalties. It will just be 2 minutes assessed of Fallon. It is 4-on-4 for the time being, but it will only last for 8 seconds, and then it'll be a power play that'll last 1:52 for Denison and could stretch into the second period. High Point clears the zone, and giving chase is Cazzola. Excuse me, that's Escala. Escala can't get to it, and he'll come in on the net, knock it loose. The 4-on-4 period is over, and it is now a power play for Denison Big Red, and that hurts for Escala, not only because he hit the post, but because he is the one that knocked it off the post. Well, I may be mistaken, but I thought that the faceoff should have gone to the opposing end. There's 1:51 left on the power play for Denison, 26 seconds left in the period. Face-off. Possession still being fought for. High Point will just take it into the neutral zone. They seem content to run the clock out in the period. Egan fakes a move behind his own net, now looks to break out. Stretch pass. Broken up in the neutral zone. Now Denison with numbers the other way. In the corner. Egan. 2 seconds, 1, and the time will expire on the first period of action here in Hillsborough. It was a fun one and a high-paced one that sees the score 1-1 at the end of one. Denison will still have 1:24 left to go on the power play when we come back for the second set of 20 minutes. But first, an interview between myself and the co-founder of GMU Sport, one of the big sponsors for this weekend's Elite Junior Profile Showcase, Jeff Butke. Hey everybody, I'm Graham Tuck, the voice of Panther Hockey, and I'm here with the co-founder of GMU Sport, Jeff Butke, and he's got some products to show off for us today. So Jeff, show us what you got.
All right, hey, thank you. Hey guys, hope you're all enjoying the hockey this weekend. It's been really great. Yesterday we talked about the quality control of our product and how we really push to keep everything very high level. What I want to talk about today is a little bit of the flavors. We have our BCA product. We have Blue Raz out here for the boys today, but we also have various other flavors, fruit punch, sour orange. We're working on a strawberry lemonade as well and a couple other flavors. We have the pre-workouts here, the standard Blue Raz, the sour orange, which is my favorite, and the sour gummy, which seems to be a lot of the 19 through 20-year-olds' favorite flavors. So pick these products up at GMU Sport. Follow us at GMU Sport on Instagram. That would be great. What we're going to do here now is, since neither of us are skating or working out right now, we're not going to do any of the pre-workout. We don't want to be all jacked out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do the Blue Raz BCAA, and I'm going to make you one of our protein here, which is our peanut butter cup. This is my favorite one, so I thought I'd let you sample that.
I guess it's going to be my favorite too.
So what we can do here is grab the cup. So
I can already smell it. It smells so good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see the greatness in there, but it's pretty good. So I like to do 2 scoops. What I generally do with this is I put in about a quarter cup of ice, some water, a banana, and 2 scoops. Throw my creatine in there, and that's a great shake. So now we just need to add some water. 1 second. Got to have the water. So we'll put, now obviously the amount of water is going to depend on your personal preference.
Of course.
I'll put in what I think I like, and then we can adjust based
right.
off of you. I'd go about right there, I think. Let's
Looks
see
pretty
what
good to
that
me.
looks like. And then put the lid on. I'll let you do the honors
All right.
there. And then I'm going to get the Blue Raz going, which is a great BCA product. You know, we have a high sodium count in there. Really gets the absorption for the boys. You drink this up, you're not going to get dehydrated. It really keeps you going. It's a very good product to be taken. Hockey kids, any sport really. So, and then I like to add 20 to 22 ounces of water with my 1.5 to 2 scoops of BCAA. I find that that's a good mix for me personally. Some might like it a little more sweeter or sour. So let's give it a go, see what you think.
All right, let's take a look. Well, that's good. That's really good.
Hits the mark. So
That is great. That's better than a lot of protein shakes that I've bought on the market. And man, that's saying something.
yeah. So anyways, check us out, gmusport.com. Try the flavors out. I think you'll like them.
Yep, you heard it here. Jeff Buckey, co-founder of GMU Sport. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
We are back here in Hillsborough, North Carolina for the second period of play between the High Point Panthers and the Denison Big Red. We've switched ends. Eric Smith carving up his crease. And the end close to us. High Point still has 1:24 of penalty to kill off after the penalty assessed to Nick Fallon. There you see Eric Smith. He had a very good first period. 13 saves on 14 shots. Denison did outshoot High Point. Christian Kuntz is part of the starting defense pairing. Or should I say the only defenseman out there right now for High Point. He and Calkins both are listed as forward/defensemen. I apologize. No, Calkins listed as a center, but Kuntz is a forward and defenseman, kind of a plug-and-play guy. Face-off won by the Big Red, and we're underway here in the second frame. The Big Red will look to break out on their power play. In the neutral zone, on the fresh seat of ice, the Big Red will move it into the offensive end. Kuntz looking to clear it up, chipped in, and Kelly will bat it out of the air and into the neutral zone. Less than a minute left in the power play for Denison. In the neutral zone, Arsenault lays a hit on a man. Gets some stick taps from the bench. Janou in the defensive end for Denison. Arsenault doing work to try to get the puck on the forecheck on the penalty kill, and now Kelly will come away with it. Gets blindsided, and the puck's still in the offensive end for High Point with now 30 seconds left in the power play. Denison into the offensive end. Good stick play. The arm is up, and it's going to be a slash, looks like against Sean Kelly. So 21 seconds of 5-on-3, and then 1:39 more of penalty to kill. And penalties ended up destroying High Point last night. They just could not keep up on the penalty kill. Hasn't been the same case tonight so far. But when you give up a 5-on-3 like this, you don't know what more you can expect of your penalty killers. This is going to be a rough stretch for the High Point defense, the penalty killers, and Eric Smith. And this could be symbolic of what to come this year for the Panthers, whether good or bad. Big moment for the boys in white and purple. Cazzola and Calkins are part of the three on the ice. That much we know. The third is still being decided. 18:57 left to go here in the second. I want to thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. It's been a long but enjoyable first 2 days here at the Elite Junior Profile Showcase. The third man on the ice is Sean Egan for High Point. 21 seconds of 5-on-3, and it starts with this draw. It's won by Denison. Lempia. Back to Lempia from the wing. Over for Anderson. On the circles. Middle of the slot, and he couldn't handle it. Podesta lost possession, and it's back into the offensive zone for High Point. They clear. 5-on-3 is over. And nobody's coming out from the box. The Panthers fell asleep in the box. They're still moving into the offensive zone, are the Denison Big Red. I'm not sure why we're still playing 5-on-3 here. Shot, pad save by Smith. An easy one at that. Gives a shove, and Cazzola with a block. 1:15 left on the power play. It's still 5-on-3 for some apparent reason. Anderson a slapper. It's deflected by Cazzola. He looks a bit hampered by it. 18 minutes left, and the puck clears the zone. Denison will have to chase. There are now 3 men in the box for High Point, so this is an even longer 5-on-3 than I originally anticipated. And Denison scores. Oliver Janou, the captain, gives Denison the lead with 17:41 left to go here in the second. It's a 2-1 hockey game. So Kelly will exit the box. Why that power play was still a 5-on-3, I'm not sure. Fallon also exiting the box now. I think this will still maintain a power play for the Big Red. Yep, it will be a power play, but a normal one at that. 5-on-4 for the next 45 seconds. We'll have a lot of catching up to do with the officials at the end of this frame. But the score is 2-1 Denison after the power play goal from Oliver Janou, the 6'2 junior from Burlington, Vermont. The only thing I can think of is that the clock on the penalty section of the scoreboard was misdone because one of the penalties had apparently run out and nobody exited the penalty box. Now one man remains in the penalty box for High Point. It's Christian Kuntz. Now to my recollection, he never committed an infraction. So he might be serving a penalty for someone else. But I do know one thing for sure is that the referees couldn't have screwed anything up too terribly badly because these Panthers are ones that will let the referees hear it if they think that they're wrong. And nobody seems too incensed. Don Starcher, the least of them. So now there will be a minute 6 go up on the board in penalty minutes, as opposed to 46 seconds, for what I'm not sure. But regardless, we start play back up. Denison wins the draw. Moving in is Janou. In the slot, they score. No goal, it's waved off, goalie interference. The net was off the moorings. Smith saved by the bell. Man, oh man, that was very, very close. Offensive zone draw for Denison, they win it. To the high slot. Point-to-point pass. Slapper, and it goes wide of Smith's crease. That was Salerno with the shot. Behind Smith's crease. 35 seconds left on the power play for Denison. 17 and 5 seconds left to go in the second. Denison moving out of their own zone with it now. Calkins on defense. He's tasked with Holman. Holman behind the net. Egan picks it up, but his pass is intercepted by the Big Red. 10 seconds left on the power play for Denison. Calkins tries to clear, but he can't. Calkins with a backhanded pass for Henry, and he's in the offensive zone. He'll just kill time off. To the slot, nobody home. McDonald charging in, and Henry takes a spill. We're going to have a penalty against Denison this time. Ryan Henry grinning from cheek to cheek after he takes that fall. Might have hurt a little bit, but he knows that it's all right in the end. His team's on the man advantage for a full 2 minutes with 16:31 left to go. In the second, it's Joey Holman going to the box. Looked like a trip. Power play unit out now for High Point. It consists of Garrett Escala, Dakota Johnson, Ryan Henry, Sean Kelly, and Tyler Calkins. No Ryan Bruin tonight for High Point. Dakota Johnson to the circles, back to Johnson. High slot for Calkins. In the slot, and a shot from Escala goes just wide. That was a great opportunity and a good pass from Henry. Kelly tries to get it down towards the goal line, but he can't, and Denison clears. A minute and a half left to go in the power play for High Point. Calkins looking for Johnson. Who'll dance and find Henry. Henry is stripped, but Johnson recollects. Johnson moving up. Johnson still. Hit from behind into the boards. We're going to have a 5-on-3. Johnson is down, and High Point still with the puck. Smith to the bench. Extra attacker coming out. In the slot, it's loose, still behind the goal line. Kelly will recover the puck. 6 men out there for High Point right now. Another man hits the deck for High Point. And being escorted to the box is Nick Podesta. So a long 5-on-3 coming for High Point. This could be exactly what the doctor ordered. Denison scored on the 5-on-3 power play just a few moments ago, and now with 15:35, High Point's going to get their own chance at it. Podesta in the box for a boarding penalty, and Holman, the other man in the box, for a trip. 5-on-3 power play set to get started for High Point. 1:05, and then if they don't score, it'll be another 55 seconds of power play time, 5-on-4. Denison wins the draw and clears. Smith plays it from his crease and leaves it for Paxton Knupp. Knupp will look to set up with under a minute left on the 5-on-3. Egan breaking out. All the letter wearers out there along with Logan Kennedy. Egan, near side circles. Moves around. Passes it back to Cazzola. Opposite side cross-ice pass was looking for Knupp, and it goes wide. Calkins trying to find Knupp, but the pass is deflected. Knupp can't get to it in time, and the Big Red clear. 27 seconds left in the 5-on-3, under 15 to play in the second. Knupp brings it in on sides. Leaves for Calkins. Back to Knupp. High slot. Down looking for Egan. To the slot and a save made by Stutz, and he'll hold for a face-off. Second power play unit coming out now for the Panthers. It's Kelly, Henry, Escala, Johnson. And still waiting for the fifth member. It'll be McDonald. 8 seconds left in the 5-on-3. 1:03 left on the penalty to Podesta. It'll be 55 seconds by the time the 5-on-3 expires, barring a quick shot and score from High Point. Face-off won by the Panthers. First time that's happened in a while. Henry with possession on the boards. McDonald comes away with it. The 5-on-3 is over. Johnson has possession. Cross-ice pass for Henry. To the slot. A shot and it's blocked. Kelly had a great look after the cross-ice pass from Kennedy found its target. And now there are 40 seconds left on the power play. McDonald sets up. Looking for Henry. Now Johnson. Johnson. Quick move around a man, Johnson. Near side boards. He's depossessed. Another big hit, and now the other way, the Big Red have a chance. 2-on-2. A great poke check from Garrett Escala will make nothing of the chance for Denison. 12 seconds left on the power play. Escala giving chase. We're going to stick to it. Panthers are off sides, and the power play is officially over. Podesta out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5. Panthers power play uneventful. Henry moving in. Henry, a shot. He scores! Ryan Henry again! Ryan Henry is on fire tonight. He was depossessed of the puck, then got control back and puts it in to tie the game yet again. Ryan Henry 2, Denison Big Red 2. And that is the goal scoring that you know that he can bring to your team. You didn't see it at all points last year, but you knew it was there. Egan leaves it for Jack Townsend, who is wearing Camden Husey's number. Mistakenly announced him, and now a turnover. Escala in the offensive zone. To the slot. What a pass. Was looking for Tim Fleury, but couldn't find him. Townsend strips him of the puck, and it's Egan who takes it back. At the blue line, chipped in by Fleury. Henry's there with him. Henry looking for Fleury. Macheska also with him now. Quick move by Lempia. But the Panthers keep it in the offensive zone. And now Denison moving the other way, but luckily for High Point, the puck gets lost in the feet of the linesman. Egan bodies off 2 men at once, and he'll move into the offensive zone. Puck behind the crease of Stutz. Egan takes a shot in the corner. Macheska behind the net, looking back for Egan. He'll find it in the corner. 12:21 left to go here in the second. Macheska has a man on the slot, can't find him though. Was looking for Henry, could have been a hat trick. Denison brings it into the zone. Shot on, takes a deflection from Kelly, but it never finds Smith. Kelly chips it up, looking for Fleury. The arm is up, and this will be icing. .11:59 left here in the second. Ryan Henry has tied the game twice. The most recent goal was an absolute beauty. Panthers win the draw. Kuntz will try to chip it out of the zone, but can't quite do so. Now Kelly will take it back, leave it back for Christian Kuntz. Stretch pass looking for Fleury, and he's got him. He's all alone. Tim Fleury makes a move, and he's stripped of the puck. And the Panthers will keep it in the zone. No offsides. Ryan Henry makes a move. Oh, pretty move, but now the man is hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty against High Point. It's going to be interference, and I believe it's going to be Tim Fleury heading to the box. Tim Fleury, 2 minutes for interference at 11:36 in the second period. And the Denison Big Red are back on the power play. Kondraki, Egan, Arsenault, and Calkins, the penalty killers. Face-off won by the Panthers. Smith leaves it for Calkins. Lost in his feet, and Denison will regain possession in the offensive end. In the slot, looking for a man. That was Podesta who had it in the slot, but couldn't quite tip it on goal. Goldman, far side corners, bottom of the circles. Tries to put a shot on Smith, and he does. But it's an easy shoulder save for the Purple Superman. And we'll have a draw with 1:38 left to go in the power play. Arsenault set to take the draw. He'll win it again. Arsenault has dominated the face-off circle tonight. And that puck clears the zone. Moving the other way, Escala was giving chase, along with Arsenault. A couple of freshmen on the penalty kill unit. 2 of 16 on the roster. Denison on sides, moves in, tries to make a man miss, and he does, but not Calkins. Escala has a chance to move it the other way, and he'll just put it into the defensive end. Penalty kill halfway done for High Point. 10:36 left to go here in the second. And that one will skip over the stick of a Big Red forward. Kuntz will pick it up in the defensive end, but a turnover. Kuntz tries to put a poke check on, but can't. Behind the net. Denison takes it. Bottom of the circles, now middle circles. Point-to-point pass, looking for Anderson. Down now for Seitz. Anderson back. Calkins with a good stick lift. No look pass to the slot by DiFilippo, but nobody's home. Panthers will possess and clear. 30 seconds left on the power play for Denison. Halfway done here in this one. And now a turnover. Henry had a breakaway chance, but he lost it. Could have been a hat trick. No look pass, 10 seconds left on the power play. In the neutral zone, Kelly bodies a man off and now potentially numbers the other way for High Point. Henry will just chip it in. 2 seconds and 1. The penalty kill does its job. Fleury out of the box. And now a hit from Fleury, wasting no time, laying the body again. Kondraki moving it around the boards. And that's icing by the Big Red. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Panthers. HPU started their season 0-2 this past year. They'll be looking to avoid doing the same. Face off, won by the Panthers. Shot from the point. Deflected in front, never saw the crease of Stutz. Behind the net, Johnson. Behind the back pass, looking for Henry. McDonald at the point, a slap shot. Deflected, it's still loose, and it's just wide. Johnson hangs his head because he knew that was a great chance, and now Denison the other way. High slot, great block from McDonald, and a good save from Smith to keep that one out of the crease. McDonald giving chase on Janou. Bodies him off. Janou still with the puck, around the crease. Dangles, still dangling. Pass to the slot, still loose. Denison with possession, and a great blocker saves from Smith. Smith has stood tall here in the second period. Denison across the blue line. And a pad save from Smith yet again. Salerno with the shot. Kondraki, bodied by Kevin Greer. Now Cazzola chips it into the neutral zone where Henry awaits. It's turned over, and then turned over again and again. McDonald, the pass from Nupp. Now Cazzola. Cazzola will look to set up. Pass looking for McDonald, can't find him. Laid back for Cazzola. Arsenault onto the ice. Cazzola, what a move. Cazzola still dangling. Cazzola still moving, and the shot canceled by a good stick from a Big Red defenseman. That looked like Lempia. And now a 3-on-1 the other way for Denison. Behind the back pass, a shot, he scores. 3-2 now after what a pretty goal from the Denison Big Red. And with 7:25 left in the second, it's 3-2 Denison. Looks like Preston Fisk that came away with the goal. But still plenty of time left in this one. A full 20 minutes of action set to come after 7 minutes and 25 seconds here in the second. And we're going to have a conference at the scores table yet again. For what, I'm not sure. And somebody is leaving the rink. It's Drew Morgan. There's no penalty minutes up on the board. May have been a coach's decision, may have been an ailment. And I believe that may be what it is. And we hope he's okay. Check in on him in a minute. But back to game action, it's 3-2 Denison. High Point being outshot 22-14. Being outshot 8-4 in this period. Face off won by the Big Red. Stretch pass into the zone. Townsend looking for Padgett. Now left for Macheska. He has Kennedy beside him, but Macheska with a fancy move can't get by. Now a one-on-one. Egan back defending, looking for a man in the slot, and Smith trips up a man, but no call. And Kennedy the other way for High Point. Near side corner. Into the slot. Padgett comes away with it for High Point. Behind the back pass for Kennedy. Chipped up into the neutral zone. Egan will settle it with his fist and leave it for Townsend. Now Logan Kennedy puts it into the corner. Kuntz keeps it in the zone. Looking for Padgett in the slot. A shot, it goes high, and that'll go off the netting and out of play. 6:20 left. We'll have an offensive zone draw for the Panthers. There you take a look at Ryan Henry, who's on hat trick watch. He scored both of the 2 goals for High Point so far tonight. And both of them have served as the equalizer. High Point has not led at any point in this game, but they've never trailed by more than 1 either. High Point scored an equalizer twice last night as well. They tied the game at 1 and 2 before 6 unanswered goals by Lewis. Henry trying to move around a man, does. Far side boards. He's shouldered off, and now Johnson in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass in the slot. What a save from Smith. He got it with his skate. Lord have mercy, Eric Smith. Pass deflected before it could get to the slot, and his stick splinters. It's the stick of Oliver Janou. Kuntz moving into the zone. Shot, and it wouldn't have been on goal if Stutz hadn't stood up and caught it with the glove. He'll freeze, and with 5:22 left, we'll have a stoppage. Nupp leaves it for Kondraki after the offensive zone draw. Nupp, spinorama move. Behind the back pass is broken up. Nupp, good poke check though. Leaves it on the goal line. Cross ice pass, was looking for Cazzola, can't find him. McDonald in the neutral zone. Panthers will reset. Kondraki for Nupp. No Arsenault. Arsenault still with the puck. Took a good angle. Arsenault makes a man miss. Arsenault makes another man miss, but lost the puck that time. In the slot, it's still loose. Arsenault can't get a shot off. Behind the net again. This time it's Cazzola. Cazzola looking for Nutt, but he's not there. McDonald can't get a stick to it in the neutral zone. Under 5 to play here in the second. Panthers down by 1. Kondraki off the boards, sandwiched between 2 big red defensemen. In the neutral zone, it's McDonald who'll take it. McDonald moving in, leaves it for Fleury. A pass, a shot, and it goes wide by Fallon. Fallon with one of the better chances the Panthers have had in this period. Fleury bodies a man on the boards. 4 minutes to go now in the period. Kondraki just puts it towards the High Point bench. Both teams partial line change. Fallon lost the puck. Can't poke check it away. Kondraki. A pad save from Smith, and Kondraki gets tripped up, no call. There was definitely a stick in the skates of Tommy Kondraki, but the arm did not go up. Looking for a man in the slot. That time was Goldman, but he couldn't find him. Eric Smith can't find the puck, and Holman is stripped of his stick, and now we're going to have a penalty. And Kondraki with a retaliation call, interference, called on DiFilippo. So Kondraki will go to the box. DiFilippo drew the call. 3:28 left to go in the second, and we've got another Denison power play. The penalty kill has not looked bad for the Panthers tonight, but it's seen the ice too many times if you ask me. Kennedy can't win the draw. From the high slot, a shot will go off the netting and out of play. It looked like it was blocked before it ever saw the crease of Smith. 1:54 left to go on the power play for Denison. High slot at Salerno. Cross ice pass, couldn't find the target. Kept in by Denison though. Calkins looking for Humphreys. Excuse me, no DiFilippo. Now Humphreys, shot goes high. Now it's Janou. Janou, good defense from Egan. Demantova leaves for Humphreys. Now it's Salerno. Humphreys again. Shot is deflected. 1:10 left in the power play. Shot swallowed up by Smith, and we'll have a stoppage with 1:06 left to go in the man advantage for Denison. Smith has stood on his head for the most part of the night. Face off one in the offensive zone by the Big Red. Good keep by Lempia. Across for Anderson. Now DiFilippo in the corner. Back for Anderson. Anderson fakes a slapper, finds Holman. Holman, pass is deflected off the stick of Egan. 45 seconds left in the power play. Anderson, slapper, goes wide, didn't even come close to the stick of Smith, who gives a poke to Holman, who was in his blue paint. Sights. Shot, easily seen by Smith, no traffic in front, and he'll glove it with 30 seconds left, under 2 to play now here in the period. Shots on goal, 26-16 in favor of Denison. Won by the Big Red, but a good poke check from Nupp will send the puck into the defensive zone. And the penalty killers do their job for now. Slow line change, though. Denison can't catch him napping. Kuntz and Townsend, the new pair defensively. The attackers on the penalty kill are Nupp and Kelly. Shot from the high circles, and it's blocked before it ever got to Smith. And now clearing the puck is Townsend, and the penalty kill does its job for good. Stick taps from Eric Smith, as now the puck is in the offensive end of the ice for High Point. Kondraki's out of the box. Now Ryan Henry behind the net. Looks to set up. Can't find a pass, get through. Henry bodies a man. Kelly a shot from the high circles, but it's deflected and blocked. Christian Kuntz chasing now in the offensive zone, but the Panthers were offsides. Under a minute to play in the second. Macheska giving chase. Denison being forechecked by Arsenault. Moving with it now was Michael Goldman, but his attempt to rim it around the glass goes into the netting, and with 44 seconds even, we'll have a stoppage. Three to 2 is the score. Denison on top after a pretty goal on a behind-the-back pass as part of a 3-on-1. Panthers win the draw. Arsenault giving chase into the offensive end. Arsenault behind the net. 35 left to play. To the slot on the stick of Paxton Nupp. It's loose in the slot, and a save by Stutz. Kuntz from the point, deflected in front. Nupp was moving the other way too quickly to get back. The arm is up for icing, and High Point wins the race, so we'll have an offensive zone draw. 19.1 left in the second. High Point putting some pressure on Colson Stutz now. .5'10" junior in between the pipes for the Big Red. Won by the Panthers. Kondraki, a shot towards, pad saved by Stutz, still loose, another save, a block, and puck still loose. Nobody knows where it is. Henry says it's in. It's being sat on by a Big Red defender, and finally we'll have a whistle with 6.1 left. There was about 4 seconds of dead time where nobody knew exactly where the puck was. One thing everybody in the building knew is that it was not in the possession of Colson Stutz. Offensive zone draw to the stick side of Stutz. Won by the Panthers. 5 seconds left. A shot towards, deflected in front, loose behind the net. Henry with a behind-the-back pass, but it doesn't find a target. And the Panthers are down 1 as we head to the break. 3-2 the score as we head to the third and final period of the day. Ryan Henry notches his second. But then the Big Red answer, and they are up by 1 as we head to the third. We'll be back with the final period of Elite Junior Profile Showcase and High Point University Hockey after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the final period of action here from the Orange County Sportsplex in Hillsborough, North Carolina. I'm Graham Tuck, bringing you the action here on the High Point University Hockey YouTube channel. And it is the High Point University Panthers that are down by 1 to the Denison Big Red, heading into the final period. First, they found themselves down 1-0. Then they evened it up, courtesy of Ryan Henry. Then they found themselves down 2-1. Ryan Henry evened it up again. Now, after the last goal, scored by DiFilippo, as that one was blown dead before the puck was covered. Ryan Henry came away with the puck and had an easy look at his hat trick. And with 10 seconds gone, already high action. Johnson set to take the draw for the Panthers. Can't come away with it. This is a much better showing, regardless of the end result, for the Panthers than they had yesterday. Denison in the attacking end. Townsend will put it around the boards for Johnson. A Big Red player hits the ice, no call. 2-on-1 the other way for High Point. Townsend and Kelly. Townsend shoots, and it's blocked, and Kelly knocks the net off its moorings. We'll have a stoppage. Already high-paced here in the third. We're set for a great finish here in Hillsborough. We've had tightly contested games all day long after a day full of blowouts yesterday. 6-5 was the final between East Texas Baptist and North Carolina. And another close game between Elon and Lewis earlier. Denison in the attacking zone, and a pad save by Smith. First time he's been tested in the third. Still a pass to the slot from Denison. It's deflected up and out of play. Trevor Seitz was in the slot, the intended receiver of the pass. And nobody able to find him. Draw coming to the near side, blocker side of Smith. Nupp wins it back to Calkins. Nupp, the intended receiver of the pass, a hot shot from the point. Drew Morgan with the slapper, but it goes high over the crossbar. Cazzola trying to chip it around Morgan, but can't do it. Morgan, good to see him back after he left the rink. Excuse me, not the rink, he left the ice, and a hit along the boards. A Big Red player goes down holding his face. But he gets back up. Cazzola into the attacking zone. Rob Cazzola. Possession being fought for. Nupp. Shot on goal saved by Stutz. Cazzola to the point. Back to Cazzola. 2 men in the slot if he wants them. Cazzola hits the deck. Puck loose in the feet of Cazzola, who comes up a little bit gimpy. Denison clears the zone. It's deflected, so no icing. Kuntz back to receive it. Escala. Gets it back to Calkins, who finds the neutral zone with the pass. Big hit from Fallon in front of the High Point bench. Kuntz was looking for Fallon. It deflects off of the hand of a Denison Big Red forward. That's Lempia, and we'll have a hand pass. Stick taps for Fallon from the High Point bench. Fallon had a beautiful assist on the first High Point goal, courtesy of Ryan Henry. Fallon had it all alone in the low slot. Instead of taking the shot, opted to find Ryan Henry on the near side circle, and he scored. Fleury, backhand shot, and it's saved by Stutz. And the net's knocked off. Fleury had a great look. He came away with that faceoff cleanly. A couple little dangles moved in on Stutz, but a good shoulder save from number 31 in red and black. 17:32 left to go here in the third. High Point down by 1. They have not led at any point this weekend. The only team that can say that at this point. Fleury coming away with it. Shot from the circles is deflected up and out of play by Logan Anderson. Macheska set to take the draw with Kennedy and Padgett his wingers. One by High Point. McDonald fires a shot, but it's blocked. Now numbers the other way for Denison. McDonald gets it back, though. Good defensive play from number 15. Kondraki around the boards for Kennedy. Scrum on the far corner. Behind Smith's cage for Kondraki. Off the boards. Arm is up. Kennedy trying to win the race. He will. Kennedy gets possession behind the goal line. Has Macheska and Padgett with him. Denison gets the puck. Puts it into the neutral zone. Will Egan. Egan up for Kennedy. Padgett. 2-on-2. Padgett makes a move. Padgett still. Hits the deck, loses possession. Puck in the skates of the official. And Denison goes the other way with it. It's a 2-on-1. Janou. Janou still, what a move, but he hits the deck. Good poke check from Eric Smith. Egan gets it to Smith. He's covered up, and we're going to have a little scrum in front of the net. Eric Smith took a hit. A lot of extracurricular activity in front of the net. Don't think we'll have any penalties from it, though. 16-16 left to go in the third. High Point still trying to fight back. Both of their goals have come courtesy of Ryan Henry. He scored twice tonight to match the team's total goal output from last night. Those goals coming from Tim Fleury and Christian Kuntz. High Point with a little bit of a student section here tonight. About an hour's drive from campus. Sean Kelly coming away with it. And now Egan in all alone. He's tripped up and there's a penalty. Denison will touch up. And Egan had a great chance. He comes up gimpy, but he's okay. And so are the Panthers, knowing that they'll have a power play. And that is why he's the captain. Toughing it out for the betterment of his team. And he gets consoled by Noah DiFilippo, checking in to make sure he's okay. That's a good guy. Number 9 in red right there. In for the draw is Kelly. It's won by High Point. Kelly. Up to the point, Johnson. Over now for McDonald. McDonald looking for Henry, can't find him. Kelly back to Henry. Fallon in the slot. High slot now, Johnson cutting. Henry sees him, Fallon. Now Henry in the skates again. Henry turns around. Fallon is wide open in Ovechkin's office. And he can't find him. Fallon was quite literally jumping up and down. Henry takes a hit. Sean Kelly. Fallon tapping for the puck. Kelly behind the net. To the high slot. Nobody home. That was a good look. But nobody there to receive the pass. And the penalty assessed. We've just now known that the penalty that went up for the hit to Egan was a major. So this is a major power play for High Point. Golden opportunity to tie this game up. Johnson behind the net, has Fallon into the slot. Instead it's Kelly, puck loose. Kelly, Johnson, and they score! Dakota Johnson puts it in. I can't tell if that one went off of the stick of Johnson or Kelly, but it's Kelly who leads the line, and if it is Kelly's goal, that's a big moment for the freshman. Tie game, 3:50 left in the power play, and it's not over yet. Paxton up in for the draw. He wins it. Back for Egan. High Point with all the momentum in the world. Egan racing in. Egan looking for Kennedy in the slot. Can't find him. Puck's still loose, but nobody there. Calkins with a good keep. Calkins still keeping it in the zone. Finally, it finds the neutral zone. 2-on-2 the other way for Denison. High Point gains numbers, though. And Denison's offsides anyway. Man, there's not a lot of people here, but this building is loud for High Point right now. Nupp wins the face-off again. He's been very good in that regard in the last little bit. Egan finds Cazzola, cross-ice pass. Good poke check that time from Drew Morgan. Cazzola, now Calkins, Nupp. Tried to go back for Calkins. It's the four letter wearers and Logan Kennedy, the power play unit out there. 3 minutes left to go in the power play. Calkins hits the deck. Logan Kennedy moving in. Kennedy in the slot, can't get a stick to it. Golden opportunity for High Point there. Kennedy was down and out, as was Stutz, but the puck just going out of Kennedy's reach. There was a small window that he could have poked it in between the skate and the post. Just couldn't quite find it. Egan off the boards, leaves it for Nupp. Nupp is not going to be able to win this race, but there's no icing. 2:30 left in the power play, halfway done. Nupp behind the goal line. Henry's with him. Paxton Nupp leaves it for Calkins. Nupp to the slot. Shot, no, what a save by Stutz. Stutz went across the crease, spread eagle to rob Henry of the hat trick. And if Ryan Henry elevates that puck a half an inch more, High Point has the lead, and Henry has his third. Kelly wins the draw. High Point dominating the faceoff circle now. McDonald, top of the circles, a shot, it goes high. All the way around the glass, but Johnson with a good keep. Kelly, this unit scored last time out. Fallon, good poke check from Stutz. And he'll clear. Sean McDonald finds a cutting Ryan Henry on hat trick watch. Henry behind the goal line. Takes a shot. Fallon leaves for Johnson. Now Henry. Kelly in the slot, doesn't see him. Johnson cycles it for Henry, but it's broken up. Johnson, cross-ice pass, it'll leak into the neutral zone. Fallon will chase. Denison the other way. It's the captain, Holman. Shot goes high. And the Denison bench looks defeated right now. The Denison bench compared to the High Point bench, all of them sitting down, whereas High Point, everyone on their feet. This may be a tie game, but one team clearly has the lead in terms of momentum. The other way, Cazzola blows a tire, so he can't win the race. Logan Kennedy giving chase. Tyler Calkins collects the clearance. 1:12 left to go in the power play. Already one goal scored. Good save from Smith. He'll cover for a face-off. That was a good shot from Goldman. He tried to go near side on Smith. Glove side for Smith. The 12:02 left. We'll have a face-off in the defensive zone for High Point. Egan with the puck. Crosses the red line. Now the blue. Egan at the circles. Kennedy's in the slot. Nobody can find him, though. Calkins and Nupp giving chase. Calkins finds Cazzola at the top. High slot. Cazzola finds Kennedy at the goal line. He's bodied off. Egan will join. Cazzola. Fans on the pass. And now the other way. It's a breakaway opportunity for DiMantova. He'll slow up and let numbers come in. DiMantova cuts in, and the shot goes wide. DiMantova is laid out by Egan, and that'll end the power play. It's going to be charging on Egan. So the power play is officially over. But the one goal, the most important one, the equalizer, is up on the board. High Point still looking for their first lead of the night. But with 11:11 up on the clock, we've got a tie game. It's 4-on-4 for 17 seconds. And then there will be a minute 43 of power play time for the Denison Big Red. And it starts with an offensive zone draw. Joey Holman unable to win it. High Point has started to absolutely dominate the face-off circle. Arsenault, a shot, glove save, he scores! Hunter Arsenault gives the Panthers the lead. .11 even up on the clock, a 4-on-4 goal from Hunter Arsenault that Stutz got some but not all of. And for the first time tonight, High Point leads the game. High Point has started to catch up a little bit in the shots on goal category. Only down by 4 now. 2 seconds and 1, and the 4-on-4 period is over. So while High Point gets the lead, the penalty kill has to do their job now. And they start by clearing the zone. A minute 35 left on the power play for Denison. Slap shot from the point, it goes wide. Behind the net, and that one is a great clear all the way down the ice. And Padgett giving chase, even though there's no icing because of the penalty kill. Padgett can't win the puck. And now a 4-on-3, 5-on-3 now. Shot goes high of the crossbar, and we'll have a stoppage. It's up out of play. High Point leads for the first time this weekend. It's 4-3 with 10:15 left, a minute and 5 seconds left on the power play. Cazzola can't win the draw. Shot on, pad save from Smith. Turned over in the defensive zone. Off the boards. To the slot, broken up by Kuntz. Backhanded clearance, it'll get through. In the offensive zone now, Cazzola. Cazzola dances around 2 men. To the slot, and Arsenault couldn't get it to it. Couldn't get a stick to the puck. If he could have, it might have been his second. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Goldman. Fallon with a great poke check, but he can't move the other way with it. 16 seconds left on the penalty kill. To the slot, broken up by the stick of Smith. Slapper, and it goes wide. That was a good look from Logan Anderson, but he couldn't find the net. The penalty kill has officially ended for High Point. Back to 5-on-5. 4-3 hockey game. High Point leads for the first time, courtesy of a Hunter Arsenault goal at 4-on-4. And Fallon giving chase now. He'll win the race, so no icing. To the slot, looking for Fleury, but can't get to it. Big hit from Fleury. Chipped up by Goldman, the senior. Kondraki back into the offensive zone. He had the red line, so no icing. Fallon forechecking along with Fleury. Three-man forechecking. Kept on sides by the Panthers, and now it'll finally go back over the blue line. The forward line out there now is Fleury, Kelly, one of the goal scorers, along with Fallon. Moving in is Holman, the captain. Good poke check that time from Calkins. High Point can't clear. Kept in. Slap shot, it goes wide of Smith's crease. Seems like Denison hasn't had a quality scoring opportunity in quite some time. Now moving the other way, that's a trip. And Denison back to chase. Stutz lost his glove, so he can't get the extra man out. High Point's going to be shorthanded. To the slot. Spin around shot, it's blocked. Janu, high slot. Shot, saved by Smith. Calkins will touch up, and we'll get the call. It's going to be a tripping call, a minor, and we'll see who goes to the box. It looks like it's going to be Kelly. Or maybe not. It's Tim Fleury who gets the call for the trip with 7:40 left. High Point has never trailed in this game by more than one. It was tied at 3 apiece. They started this period down 3-2. Caught in the feet of the linesman. Janu, one of the captains. To the circles. Stripped by Anderson, and now High Point clears. Good poke check, that time by Hunter Arsenault, who scored the goal to give the Panthers the lead. Egan defending, moving in is Podesta. Podesta stopped up to the slot, nobody home. Good stick check by the captain. Cazzola forechecking to the slot. Kelly off the post. Kelly was looking for his second. The other way, Denison to the slot, they score. Noah DiFilippo with the equalizer on the power play, and with 6:34, we've got a tie game. We've got a man leaving the ice for Denison with some type of injury. It's Jake DiMantova. He's heading to the locker room. Give an update on him when we have one. 5-on-5 hockey. 6.5 to go. Tie game. 4 apiece. Shots 31-25 in favor of the Big Red. Podesta looks up for Goldman. Kuntz comes away with it, rims it around the boards. Stick saved by Smith behind his cage. Fought for in the corner, and it clears the zone. Doesn't have the legs for icing. Henry forechecking. He's on hat trick watch. He's got 2. Kelly has 1, and Arsenault has 1. High Point can't keep it in the zone, but Pageant will put it back behind the cage. Forechecking is Macheska. It's in feet. Egan couldn't find it, neither could Goldman. High Point set to take on East Texas Baptist tomorrow at 2 p.m. Denison set to face Elon. Kennedy tripped up incidentally, so no call. Anderson. Good poke check from Kennedy. Now we'll have some board play. D pass finds Calkins. Kennedy. Good handle. High stick, no call. And the arm is up. Now we'll have a call. Denison will touch up, and we're going to have a holding call. That's not the call I thought we were going to get. But it's a power play for a High Point nonetheless. It comes at a big time. All fours on the scoreboard. And High Point looking to make it a 5. It's going to be Podesta heading to the box for a hold. So the next 2 minutes will be 5-on-4 power play for High Point. The most productive line of the night is out there right now. It's Kelly, Henry, and Fallon with Johnson and McDonald, the defensemen. Face off. One in the offensive zone by Henry and the Panthers. D pass. Finds Johnson. Can't settle it on his tape. Johnson passes it down to Kelly. A good stick from Denison will clear the zone. We do not know what the rules for a potential overtime are. No game has finished in a tie at regulation. A quick shot on Smith, and he saves it. Caught off guard, but up to the task. A pass that was looking for Henry, couldn't quite find him. Smith will go behind his cage to play it. He mishandles it, though. Johnson. Can't play the puck either, and McDonald will have to get it. 1:15 left on the power play, under 4 in regulation. Henry tries to find Kelly, but the pass is broken up. Calkins. No Henry. He's stripped, and a clearance from Denison. Under a minute on the power play. Shot on goal from the other blue line. 50 seconds on the power play. High Point can't get it into the attacking zone. Nupp retreats. Now advances. Across the blue line. Chips it off the boards, but a clearance by Denison. Cazzola. In the attacking zone, it's Kennedy. Back for Cazzola. Now Nupp. Kennedy. Fallon in the slot. Kennedy is stripped. Then strips the defenseman Morgan. And now a clearance again. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. There's been much ado about nothing. Now a stretch pass for Cazzola. A shot goes wide, and that was inches away from being the lead giver. Cazzola. Nods for Egan. Cazzola. Pass canceled. In the slot, it's loose. And finally, Denison coming away. A stretch pass looking for Humphreys, but can't find him. Power play is over. 2.5 left in regulation. We're still knotted up at 4. Egan collects. Egan tries to find Macheska. Instead, it's Cazzola. High Point could have had numbers, but instead elected to sit down and slow down. Drew Morgan behind the cage. Escala on the ice along with Macheska and Fallon the forwards. And that'll be icing. Denison can't get off for a change with 2:03 left. A nail biter in the second contest of High Point season. .123 seconds left, and Denison will call their timeout. Coach Gurman of Denison, the Big Red, will elect to take a pause, and we'll take it with them. 2:03 left in regulation, tied at 4, and the final minutes of action when we come back. We are back here at the Orange County Sportsplex. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. And we have been updated on the overtime rules. 3-on-3 overtime, 5 minutes. And if no score in that set of 5 minutes, that's it. We end in a tie. Denison moving up with it. It's Janou. Shot goes wide. Open in the slot. Loose. Smith can't cover, but the whistle blows. Eric Smith got lucky there. Jake DeMantova has left the locker room for Denison, and he appears to be okay for the time being, but he will not be returning to the contest. He has removed his jersey. High Point wins the draw. Henry dumps it into the opposite corner. Johnson chases. Kelly can't keep, neither can Egan. Calkins turns it over, moving in. What a save from Smith. Seitz had a wide open look and he stopped him. And another bad save from Smith to keep us deadlocked. Seitz stripped of it, kept in at the point by Denison. And Oliver Janou. High Point has a man hauled down. No call. 1:10 left to go. Johnson. Breakaway. Kelly and Johnson, 2-on-2. Henry joins. Henry, shot, pat save. Still loose. Rebound was there, but Denison clears. Still in the slot. Under a minute left. Denison moving the other way. Janou loses it. Henry back the other way. He's got Cazzola. Cazzola gives chase in the corner. 37 seconds left. Cazzola strips him of the puck. Arsenault. Behind the cage. Arsenault with a hit from behind. Nupp up against the boards. Can't take a penalty here. Calkins slaps it towards the goal. And Anderson recovers with 15 left. Nupp with a hit from behind. McDonald off the glass. 5 seconds left. And Denison will just sit on it, and we have overtime. 60 minutes was not enough, so we'll play 5 more. 3-on-3. Deadlocked at 4. High Point and Denison, the overtime period when we come back. We are ready to go. Overtime. We'll switch ends. Eric Smith, the goaltender. The three out there for High Point is presumed to be Ryan Henry, Rob Cazzola, and Sean Egan. There you see Egan and Cazzola. Cazzola will take the draw. Drew Morgan has left the game again. Cazzola. Moving in. Henry blows a tire in the slot. A lot of open space here. Moving in is Janou. Janou dances, and Egan with a good defensive play. Janou still. Arsenault loses his stick. He was the starter, not Henry. Now Escala will come on. Arsenault's stick still sitting in the Denison attacking zone, and we'll have an icing. Kelly, Escala, and Calkins. The three out there for High Point. Denison the other way. It's a one-on-one. Calkins back, dive, and a poke check and a pad save from Smith. Still with it. Denison, a pass and a good breakup from Kelly. DiFilippo couldn't score there. 4 minutes left, 1 minute gone. Calkins fans on a pass, probably a good thing that he did. Escala has Kelly with him. Escala moving in at the goal line. Escala takes a hit. Calkins off for a change. McDonald will come on. Puck loose in the neutral zone. McDonald will possess it. Takes a shot from his number counterpart. That's Seitz. 3.5 left. Escala. To the slot. He had a man. It's Salerno, but it's depossessed by Macheska. McDonald with it now. He fans on a pass. And Holman wasn't ready. Moving in. Cross-ice pass from Holman, but nobody was there. Holman with it now. Anderson a slapper and a stick save from Smith. Anderson fans. Pad save, loose in the slot, nobody's home, and a poke check from Kelly will help it clear the zone. Under 3 to play. McDonald moving in, has it on his stick, and it's wide. Macheska has Egan behind the play, open in the slot, nobody's home. Egan joins behind the goal line now, pass to the slot, turnaround shot and a block. Not from the high slot, and that one's blocked too. Egan, it's 3-on-2. Egan, game on his stick and a save. And Stutz will cover. Colson Stutz has been phenomenal down the stretch. We are over halfway done here in this overtime period. Drew Morgan and Jake DiMantova unavailable for Denison with injuries. Face off, won by the Big Red. Egan, Henry, and Johnson out there for High Point. Moving in, it's Salerno. Behind the goal line, Henry coming away. 2-on-2 with Henry and Johnson. Henry on hat trick watch. Henry. Cross-ice pass, and it's intercepted. Denison coming the other way. Egan rushing to get back in the play. A shot, and it's wide. Humphreys had the game on his stick. Now he does again. Dances around Johnson. Not Egan, though. That's a poke check, and it'll be kept in at the point. Humphreys, a shot off the crossbar. Puck out of play with 1:36 to go. And the ping heard round Orange County will keep High Point in this one. Off the glass after a good poke check. Denison wins the draw. They've got all the momentum right now. Denison behind the goal line. It's Anderson. In the slot, it's DiFilippo. He scored the fourth, the equalizer. DiFilippo and Anderson fighting for it. DiFilippo, high shot, and it doesn't find the net. It goes out of play. 1:14 left. Cazzola, Fleury, and Calkins. The three out there for High Point. They will stay out there. Check that. McDonald coming in to relieve Calkins as the defenseman. DiFilippo wins that draw again. Turned over behind the goal line. 1:07 left. McDonald off the inboards. Cazzola will set up. Has Fleury. Stretch pass, can't find him. Arm is up, and Fleury will win the race. McDonald elects not to chase the puck on the near side boards. DiFilippo, a slapper, it goes wide. 45 left. Fleury going the other way. It's a 2-on-1 with Fleury and Cazzola. McDonald joining as well. Fleury, a shot, loose in the slot, and what a save from Stutz. Another save, and a third. Stutz just saved the game for Denison with 25 seconds left. Now moving in, a shot, it goes wide again. That was off the stick of Seitz. McDonald the other way, it's a breakaway. McDonald, game on his stick, a shot, he scores! Sean McDonald with 9 seconds left, and High Point wins the game. Five to 4 final. What a game, what a day, what a finish. And we'll be back at it bright and early tomorrow morning with Lewis and UNC at 8:30 a.m. We will bring you the final day of action from here at the Elite Junior Profile Showcase tomorrow morning here on the High Point University Hockey YouTube channel. Final score from this one, High Point 5, Denison 4. The Panthers get in the win column, and they'll face East Texas Baptist tomorrow night. One last time, signing off from the Orange County Sportsplex, I'm Graham Tuck.